So welcome to statistics for the summer. Um, in beginning the course, the first thing you want to do is open up the Getting Started folder. So inside the Getting Started folder, you'll see greetings, the simple syllabus, introduction to Blackboard, and there is a document from Pearson, and also there's a link to the Teaching Learning Center. The Teaching Learning Center is located in the library, and they do offer tutoring throughout the summer as well. Their hours are typically 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. So you can get help on site there. So as far as the getting started folder goes, I'm going to just look at the simple syllabus to start with. So in the syllabus, we got Stat 220. Again, my name's Brian Thomas. In the summer, I do not have office hours. You can use this phone number to reach me, 270-686-3785. You can also email me using brian.thomas@kcts. Or if you like to use text, I do have a text number. This 270-321-12386 is a way to text me if you're more into texting. So you really don't have to purchase a book for this class. The way Stat 220 does work, the course material is going to be found in Blackboard. We really need to have access to a TI-84 calculator, graphing calculator. It's going to make your life easier as we move further into the course. Some of the math formulas can be used, can be calculated more quickly using some of the tools inside the graphing calculator. So it can help you with your making your calculations much easier. Also, if you like to take notes, I do have guided notes that can be purchased at the bookstore that go with much of the video content. So if you watch my videos and you want to have something to keep you kind of in line with what I do in my videos, then you can purchase guided notes in the bookstore. So again, it talks about the general education competencies, which I will leave you to read when you come to that. The course competencies, what you will actually stay in the course. Like I said, statistics. Hopefully, when you leave the course, you'll have a general idea of some of the basic definitions of what statistics is all about. So we have our outline. So we have Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and Unit 4. So we have 4 units in this course. So there is a grading criteria here as well. Again, the way this course works, 25% of your grade is going to come from homework assignments. 75% of your grade is going to come from exams. If you are late on assignments, then you do have a 10% late penalty on homework assignments. If you're late on an exam, you'll have a 15% late penalty on exams. Also on exams, if you are not happy with your first attempt, you do have a second attempt on each exam. But to get to the second attempt, there's this thing called the second attempt personalized review. It has to complete it with a score of at least 80%, and you can then retake the exam. So again, pay attention to due dates, but you can complete any work past the due dates. When you do exams, you are on an honor system. You are allowed to use your course notes to take an exam. You are also allowed to use your graphing calculator on the exam. And some of it can be exported out to Excel, so Excel can be used on everything but the final. The final you'd be required strictly with the calculator. So again, you can have late assignments in this class, so you can always make up missing material until the class closes. The same way with the exams, you do have 2 attempts on each exam, but remember to take the second attempt, you have to do this personalized review. The summer course, we have 4 exams. The fourth and final exam is the tricky one. It's going to be comprehensive over all 4 units, and it's also going to use what's called the Respondus Lockdown Browser. So the Respondus Lockdown Browser is something that prevents you from moving to other areas on your computer. Also, it'll involve a microphone and a webcam. So we will do a couple of browser checks to make sure your computer is compatible for the final exam. Make sure you do those browser checks because if your computer is not compatible, you need to make sure you have access to a computer that is compatible, or you can come to the main campus to take the final. So the Teaching Learning Center can proctor the final if you need that to happen. So pay attention to the withdrawal policy. Uh, the academic calendar you can locate that here. Uh, Again, we have emergency course deliveries, so keep that in mind that you're doing it online, so this is pretty flexible curriculum as is. So again, there are the student code of conduct. There is this KCC student bill of rights. So those are some things that you want to pay attention to. So make sure you look at those links. Academic integrity, as I said, you're doing this coursework at home. So you are expected to be doing your own work for this. You can get help with homework problems. Like I said, you can use tutors, whatever sources you want to use there. I supply a lot of videos and things like that, but again, you're more welcome to go out there on the internet and look for other resources as well. So on the final, you can use your notes on the final as well. I do provide a final review. It's not a bad idea to print out the final review and use it as a way to take your final exam. Uh, so if you watch the videos and build your final review, the final exam shouldn't be all that difficult. So most of my exams, I do have printable reviews that you can use to take the exams, and there are videos that support each review as well. So again, if you are a suspect of some type of cheating or plagiarism, you could end up receiving an E for the actual course. So again, do your own homework again. So June 13th is the last day to drop the course without a grade. So these days come by really quickly. June 19th is a holiday, of course. June 25th is the last day to withdraw without my approval. July 4th, of course, is a holiday. August 1st is the last day to withdraw with my approval. So after August 1st, you're locked in. You can no longer withdraw from the course. August 4th and 5th are the days of the exam, and the course ends on August 5th. The tricky thing about our course is the course actually starts on a Wednesday and ends on a Tuesday. So keep that in mind that a week actually is going to begin on a Wednesday and the week is going to finish on a Tuesday. So that's a little awkward in the summer course, as it's not your typical weekly schedule. So Wednesdays, new materials open up. Tuesdays, materials close. So just keep that in mind. So that's a little bit about the syllabus. So again, you are required to read the syllabus, but I just wanted to kind of talk about a few highlights of it as well. So I'll stop there. Again, if you have any questions, again, you can reach out to me with respect to a phone number. Again, I don't have office hours, but you can reach me through this phone number, leave a message, email me, or text me, whichever you prefer, and I can get back with you with that. Texting is probably the preferred method, okay, or email. I check email and text regularly. So take care.